on Boston because I think they're ready to die.
With Philadelphia needing 3 straight wins, the Boston Garden looked more like Dante's Inferno, beckoning to abandon all hope, ye who enters. The returning 76ers did play better in Game 5 on the strength of their hawking defense, but Boston showed no mercy and cloistered Philadelphia to their personal hell. In the second half, the Celtics built their lead up to 9 points, ready to close the Sixers out. But quick-silvered Maurice Cheeks had other ideas. Boston's lead slowly diminished, and with less than a minute remaining, Julius Erving's vintage finger roll cut the Celtic advantage to 2. The Celtics hoped to ice the game with one final basket. They looked to their best one-on-one player, Larry Bird, but Bird came up short, sending Philadelphia scrambling for the rebound. With no timeouts remaining, Philadelphia hurriedly tried to set up a game-tying shot, but Boston's best man was still there in the clutch.
Larry Bird with the big steal as the Sixers were trying to call timeout.
Bird made amends for his weak shot by stealing the game and the series for the Celtics. By returning to the finals for a second straight year, Boston was just a step away from their anticipated return to glory, one they hope to achieve against the Los Angeles Lakers. For their Western Conference opponents, the Los Angeles Lakers were a universal headache. Having won 4 of the last 5 conference titles, the Lakers eyed the Phoenix Suns as their first-round patients, a team whose 5 injured regulars gave their bench an emergency room gloom.
There's no sense in deluding ourselves and thinking that there's an even match here. We are a banged-up team.
The Lakers' prognosis couldn't be better, as they had won the Pacific Division by a record-setting 20-game margin. The decimated Suns were no match for LA's clean bill of health, whose running game put Phoenix on the critical list. The Lakers' bench was particularly impressive, highlighted by the work of Larry Spriggs, Bob McAdoo, and Mike McGee. Everything was bouncing LA's way, and it wasn't for the Suns. The series became a personal horror show for Phoenix coach John McLeod. Los Angeles swept the series in 3 straight games, demolishing the Suns by an average of 20 points per contest. In round 2, Los Angeles hoped for a repeat sweep against the Trailblazers. Portland's 357th consecutive sellout saw their team down 3 games to none, partly due to LA's containment of Kiki Vandeweghe. However, the high-scoring forward got the Blazers rolling in Game 4. The Blazers traded 5 players to get Vandeweghe, part of Portland's new look that included #1 pick Sam Bowie. Against the Lakers, Bowie converted all the talk of his potential into talk of his performance as he anchored the Blazers' determined transition game. Portland wildly celebrated an 8-point win, but like all festive parties, a spinning hangover usually follows. Portland had to sober up to Magic Johnson, who sliced through the Blazers with razor-sharp perfection. Johnson's 5th-game wizardry earned him a triple-double as he bewildered Portland with his complete bag of tricks. The Blazers were eliminated, and smiles abounded in L.A. By the time the Western Finals reached Game 4 in Denver, the Lakers' smiles were notably restrained. Los Angeles held only a 2-1 game advantage, losing by 22 points to the Nuggets, owners of the league's most explosive offense. Behind their volcanic fans, the Nuggets sought a series split, and Alex English gladly took the role of crowd pleaser. The league's 3rd leading point producer unloaded his entire arsenal for 26 first-half points. Complementing English was the inside muscle of Calvin Nat, who gave Denver a 2nd scoring gun and L.A. a double-barreled headache. However, the Nuggets' front line took a hard fall in the second half. English broke his already aggravated thumb while diving after a loose ball. His magic arm was ushered to the sidelines, shouldering Calvin Nat with the Nuggets' scoring load. But several plays later, Calvin Nat took a tumble. His agonizing expression mirrored the Nuggets' painful luck of double injuries. But throughout the season, Denver fans and Coach Doug Moe had marveled at Nat's ability to rebound from adversity.
When they see him go out and play, and they know that there's a lot of times he shouldn't be playing, they know there's a lot of times he can't even walk, and he goes out and plays. And that's not, you hear that said a lot of times, but this is a definite, true case of a guy that pushes himself beyond his limits, and I can't imagine anyone being any tougher than Calvin Nat.
With Denver's scoring machine grounded, the Laker Air Corps looked to break the game wide open. Yet LA's stratospheric attack could not outdistance a Denver comeback, paced by Nat's dramatic return. Down to the wire, Denver matched LA basket for basket, although the Lakers would not relinquish the lead. Denver's tenacity held fast by virtue of 2 consecutive three-pointers, with Mike Evans tying the score with a minute remaining. Doug Moe sensed LA's imminent fall, and the Nuggets had to stop the Lakers just one more time.
Kareem with 30 seconds. Kareem underneath, puts it up, no. Gets it back, puts it up, no. Rebound to Worthy, put it up, 5-footer, no. Rebound is off, 3-ball. Lakers got it. Cooper throws it, no. Tip Worthy, yes.
James Worthy's tip-in left the Nuggets numbed in disbelief. One tantalizing basket afforded the Lakers a 3-1 game margin and sent the series back to Los Angeles with a chance to wrap things up on their home court. Forum fans almost tasted the Lakers-Celtic rematch, an even more promising notion with Denver's top scorer out of action. Aside from a possible Laker victory, attention was focused upon Magic Johnson, who was on the verge of shattering Jerry West's all-time playoff assist record. Johnson got right down to business by orchestrating the Lakers' fast break from his familiar middle lane. By the middle of the second quarter, Johnson notched his historic moment. Magic Johnson put the Lakers in full control, and the inevitability of playoff elimination weighed heavily upon the Nuggets, particularly for the retiring Dan Issel. Denied an opportunity to an NBA championship, Issel still finished his career with a flourish by netting his final shot for a three-pointer. Issel's perfect ending received a rousing response from the crowd and teammates. In playing his final game in Los Angeles, Issel closed the books on one of the most enduring careers in basketball history. During his career, Dan Issel became one of the few players ever to star at 2 different positions. His versatility as a center and power forward earned him prestige and an ABA title with the Kentucky Colonels. He moved over to the NBA, where he became the league's smallest bona fide big man. But his gritty determination and long-range accuracy helped him set a 22.6-point average during his 15 years. Issel also had great fan appeal, recognized as the most popular athlete in Colorado. He retires as a basketball legend and the 4th greatest scorer in the annals of the game. The Forum's cheers were a perfect salute to an old soldier, but there was a bigger reason to shout. The Lakers' 5th trip to the finals in 6 years and the most anticipated rematch in team history.
Well, no question. You know, we were the favorites and we made our way. They won the East, we won the West. So it's like everybody just get ready, sit back, and let's enjoy it.
You know, this is it, first week of June. And it always happens to be Boston Celtics and LA Laker time.
The reigning champs awaited the Lakers with a more cynical perspective.
If it was a movie, how would you title it?
Return of the Nerds.
How about you? Nice hat, t-shirt. What can I get you? Large?
Let's go! Swing it for the Celtics! Wipe them up, Boston!
Sit with the Cuckoo Man. Best t-shirt on Causeway Street.
If t-shirt sales were any indication, basketball fans were in for a windfall profit during the finals. Pent-up rematch excitement could no longer be contained, bursting forth with Boston fans marketing their opinions and offering visitors like Jack Nicholson a new wardrobe. Yet beneath the pregame pleasantries was the cold steel pulse of the Celtic diehards. They just didn't sit in the Boston Garden. They manned battle stations, psyching themselves for the opening tip-off. Celtic players were slightly less intense.
Guys, turn around. You know, tell us this is what happens when you get to the big boys. What's that?
The Celtics and Lakers rivalry was the perfect drama.